Over the years, there's been a lot of interesting things that have come out of Halo. A couple things, really, just like the first 3. The rest are terrible, they're trash, there's objective opinion. My opinions over your opinions. You know it cannot be argued. The greatness of our friend, our true soul brother, Craig. There's one thing that's come out of 2020 that's been good for the betterment of society, it would be Craig. So let's review it. So stupid.
Thank you. Wangles.
Lead last line.
Wangles, and I kind of hope it's Wangless.
Before we get into the dank memes, I'd like to humbly remind you to subscribe and press whatever notification bell thing that's available right now. Who knows what they're gonna do next, right? After at least 15 minutes of refining the spiciest, most dank memes, I have assembled 10 for you. Chief, your calcium is low. Take some chalky milk? Thanks, Craig. You're always looking out for me. This reminds me a lot of the old cursed memes from back in my day. You may not remember that, children of the internet. This is the godforsaken shit you used to have to see all the time, and let me tell you, it's not easy on the eyes. This one is one of my favorites just because of the multiple different facets of it and the complexity. You can see here that E.T. is supposed to be our good friend Craig, laying on top of the Xbox Series X, being ridden by Phil Spencer, with Jeff Easterling closely behind him, pleading, please, Phil Spencer, get me out of here. The complexity of this, very good. I give this 10 out of 10 meme points that I shouldn't give. I'm not an expert of memes at all. Wow. Look at that, everyone. A Craig in his natural environment, without a cell phone, just sitting here working on missions for the Banished, hunting down Master Chief, lost in the moment. Man, I sure miss those days. You gotta wonder where the cat's at, too. The cat is strangely missing from this. I hope he didn't eat the cat. Don't brutes, like, eat humans? Another 10 out of 10. Like, this actually just looks pretty cool. But, very funny meme. Gave me a hearty chuckle that someone would sit here and recreate the Lo-Fi Beats meme in watercolor just for Craig the Brute. 10 out of 10! It's so stupid. It's actually almost as scary as Majora's Mask. Whoever did this is so stupid. What a prolific meme, man. Jesus, already. It just took like one frame. I'm just looking at it on both my monitors and talking about it. It's still making me laugh. Another 10 out of 10. There is no need to be upset. I love that immediately, the first thing I thought of after I saw this meme was I was like, dude, this looks exactly like the Jimmy's Are Being Wrestled monkey. And then immediately, it was memed into this picture. So, very good. Got a good out of this too. What? Is that a new leak confirmed in Master Chief's visor? That's the first thing you do is you land on this new Zeta Halo and you look straight in the eyes. It's your worst enemy. It's your mortal enemy on this ring as Master Chief. Ran straight into Craig. That's pretty unfortunate for Master Chief. He's only a Spartan super soldier. It's not gonna end well for Master Chief. Sorry guys. Spoiler alert, I think he dies in the next game. Sorry. This one here is a classic one, let me tell you. What are you doing on my ring? Every person from Scotland immediately disliked this video, I'm sorry. Horde or Alliance? Choose your answer carefully. It seems like Master Chief is for the Alliance. All this picture did is remind me of how much of a letdown their new Warcraft 3 was, and now I'm just bummed. This meme is not making me laugh. We need to find more spicy memes. Did you really just use a grappling hook to fly towards me despite the fact that you canonically weigh more than or equal to 1,000 pounds with your armor? Yes. These memes are especially funny to me, and I don't really know why I enjoy them so much. It is a little strange that there's a grappling hook and Master Chief can just soar around with it, but hopefully it'll be explained for all you any angry neckbeards in the chat. Leave your angry, spicy comments below. Now, if we're going to give Mark Zuckerberg a chance to defend himself in collecting everyone's user data and using it basically to just make the world a hellscape more than it already is, we gotta give him a break. Because he's being memed hard. He's being roasted like some fancy stir-fry broccoli somewhere. That man is just... he can't catch a break from the memes, which is good. Keep him accountable, internet. Keep memeing on him hard. The mixing and mashing of meme culture also just makes it so funny to me, because I know people are just sitting there thinking of what to make, and they're just going through their head, just doing like a computer compiling of just like, man, Mark Zuckerberg sure was ridiculous. What can I Photoshop him into? And eventually, there's some golden crossroads where they just like this, and all of a sudden, you just have the brute with the expressionless face mixed with Mark Zuckerberg, who is just notoriously roasted for being a lifeless human. The image is so funny of him just with way too much sunscreen on. Like, bro, Mark, what are you doing? He's 36. He's not even like old, you know? Like, I could see this from someone who is like 60. And they're just like, I better be protected. Mark, you gotta let the sunscreen dry, bro. This made me laugh for about 10 minutes the first time I saw it, just on and off, because not only this is like the meme where it gives you the after effect, right? Where you're sitting there just laughing as you walk away from the computer, like, what did I just see? What did I just see in my mind's eye? It's been scorched on, the image of that over there. This. Oh, Mark, what have you done? Now, to give 343 some credit and not just totally rail on them, this, you know, with this meme and everything, which they kind of deserve it a little bit. It was very graphically underwhelming, and I think the majority of the internet agrees with that. It seems like they were using an older build. However, it is concerning because it's about 4 months away. I would love for them to actually give something hands-on, or possibly delay it if it really needs to. I'm always a big advocate of that. What's the Nintendo quote? Don't rush Halo Infinite, it needs to be good. Nintendo CEO. That's the quote. That's the real quote. There's been a lot of reports for the last week that I'm going to cover in another video later about the actual working conditions at 343. It's largely speculation on Glassdoor, and they mostly do hire contract workers. It's a Microsoft problem, not just exclusive to 343 Industries. However, it's all speculation, and all we can tell is what's subjective in front of us. And subjectively, it doesn't look as good as it probably should, and probably does. I am hoping that they put a lot of asset shine on it, and they work on it for the next couple months. And I think that there's a lot of good things that could come out of it. Also, you are allowed to be critical of anything, including games that you like, games you don't like, people. You actually need to. It's your ethical responsibility to be critical of things that you don't agree with, and stand up for yourself. However, at the end of the day, it is just Halo Infinite. Let's go from, like, you know, it's an Xbox game that's coming out in a couple months. Let's go from like an 11 because of COVID. I'm assuming let's take that back down to like a 5. I've been around the internet for so long. I would terrify you Zoomers of all the things that I've seen.
I've seen things you people wouldn't believe.
Dating back to the mid-2000s of people having internet flame wars. Bad grammar. It's never changed. It's never changed. That's the one thing I was looking forward to. I was like, man, people don't know how to spell. They don't know how to spell check, but don't worry. At least in the future, people will be more coherent with their arguments. Well, if there's anything that proved that wrong, it's this gameplay reveal. I guess we'll just have to see. Just everyone keep enjoying Craig, and hopefully you enjoyed this video. Remember, viewers, please like and subscribe. I'm here all the time. I'm here all week. This is Chris. I'll see you guys in the next one. I can now see the shine on my face from sweat because it's so hot in this goddamn apartment. Help! If you're gonna live in Seattle, I'd highly recommend getting an AC unit for like the 3 months out of the year you need it. Okay, goodbye friends. Bye for now.
All those moments will be lost in time. like tears in rain. Time